still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping about I'm moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, prick. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Put the back cage yelling.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. Has it all teed up, and we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Genty. Jukes out of one stop. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Smith to the air now. Setting up the screen to Johnson. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 47-yard
From the 47. Caught by the open man. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Vikings nothing. Daniel Carlson kicking off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On play action now, McCarthy.
6-yard line.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
That's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Running it after the penalty. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Johnson. A gain of 9 brings up
2nd and 1.
at the 43-yard line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
It connects on the deep shot. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's going to get the Vikings the first down.
first down, Minnesota.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. Pushing for the red zone. And he has this all the way down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Motioning the tight end now. Chandler again. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down. Working quickly here.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Raiders' 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Going on third, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. That's caught. This is Addison. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. They'll run here with Jones. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Back to Jones. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Offense up to the line fast. Third and goal for McCarthy. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
It's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
13.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here.
To number 2, Ashton Genty. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 27-yard line.
From the 27. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves him with third and short.
Third down and 1.
Here we go.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense. Get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
second down, looking for options. Running a screen now for Jones. Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Short pass ball in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down to the 47. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts it for the second time this game. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
3rd down from the gun. McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. Jukes one defender. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know that jet sweep didn't result in a home run, a splash play, Kate. It's a body blow. And boxers, they love to go to the body because if they do it enough, they know that knockout can come.
Motion man right is Jefferson. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard.
This is Gentine on 2nd. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Smith on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go. ice.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Giving this to Genty. Space to the left. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. We'll get explosive on the ground as well.
One after from Carlson is up and gone. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Vikings 7. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Addison going to motion over left. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Flush down out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, McCarthy to throw. That's more on the quick slant. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Back to the air, McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie.
And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Croc powers the touchdown.
And every do a little bit of everything, and then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Ooh, this kick is not good at all. Out of bounds it goes. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. Slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. He'll fling it deep down the middle. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
He'll throw it. He's trying to go deep again. Caught just shy of the goal line. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Minnesota.
So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. They'll run here following the penalty. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie this game at 21. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Man, you've got to have a better plan if you bring it out of the end zone. He barely got anything on that run back.
At their own 10-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And 10 yards.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Here we go, hey.
Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 5. That brings up 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith on 3rd and short. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Croc, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd down carry for Jones. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, they get the first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
A give left side to Jones. He's got to gain a 6 there. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. connection just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
15. Brings up 4th down.
He's back to throw. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. It's Jones on the toss. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack's going to cost them some yardage.
It's 3rd down and goal.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Well, a field goal would break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's 4th and goal. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown.
Minnesota.
The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 21.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for Raiders first.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, here we go, here we go. 390%.
Back to Genty. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
To the sideline it goes. He's got to be on the marker. Looks like he stayed in as well. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Toss it, Jency. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. Juke the defender. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, he's just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Back to throw it. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. And he's out in the clear. The 50. 30. The 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now Smith coming off that pick. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Back to the air, it's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders losing by 14. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line of the return.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
I'm going to pass it here. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
8 yards. It's second down.
Jones trying the left side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it a gain of 4, and now it's third down, and that unlucky 13.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and burgers.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brings up 2nd down.
Play action. It's Sanders. Steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Yellow, 43, 6, Madden.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Sanders to throw. Checks it down to Jenkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A 10-yard gain.
They'll try it now with Jenkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down.
Check, strike. Here we
1st
go.
and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he will have the 1st down about the 21-yard line. Now an audible here into something else.
First down. 1st and 10.
1st down right back to Jenkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
Right, 97.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Blue striker. Smash, red. Cut.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Smith going to move him around. He's got it in, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2nd and 10. Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Jeanty. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll give up the middle. Jenkins trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. Now 2nd and 9.
2nd down.
Let's go.
At the 50-yard line.
60 red. Ready.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Ill-advised throw down, it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Gino now to throw. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone is accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Back to throw, Smith. Open man right side, Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
On first down, it's Genty. And it maneuvers way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down, they can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On fourth down, Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's a second and 8. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw is Smith. He finds his man Johnson. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Genty. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Carlson is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check steal. Blue 32. Drill green. Ready?
From the gun, it's Shador. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin puts it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He gets it left side of Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Yellow, go. Black shot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Steal. Chest steal. Here we go. Blue 32. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
Sanders going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Heck of a move, man. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll shift things around.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Smash, red.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. From the shotgun, Sanders. This is the tight end, the Joker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Go, 10, right, 97. Blaster, 6. Black Ultra. Set, huh?
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. Set. 50. Ready.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Raiders 10, Browns 7.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. They'll go again with Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Off of play action, here's Smith. Caught by Mayer. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They snap it to Smith. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Sanders. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready, quick, yellow, set.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go. Hey, green, yellow, 43. Ready?
To throw is Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here we go. Lead on blue. 52 blue. Go pink.
Now Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He's going to complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Sanders. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Yellow, go. Drill green. 6, mega. Claws red. Green jack. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now it's Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped for the loss by Devin White. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Red, cycle. Ready. Red, 38. Ultra. Set.
Sanders. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the interception, here's Smith. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Now Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here we go, sack. 52 blue.
Sanders to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that's incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
95.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it's Smith. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Smith now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? I wouldn't. And all the way down to the 29. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland. From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Mexico City. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Now Gino. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10.
Gino now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
A run straight ahead with Ginty. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Ian Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Raiders pick the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that third and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those third down conversions are going to be huge in this one. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking for water, but this is intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a short game down to about the 33. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Smith. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
30-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
To the air again, Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st-rounder, getting in there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Smith. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now H.A.N. on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 10-yard line.
The 2 is going to change things up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A.N. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
In motion, Hill.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. 2nd down and 8.
37-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Gino. Short throw caught by Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the 50, it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Over the dime low. Covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
13 next. 13 next.
Throwing is Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Tua going to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's to Bowers once again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, 28 yards. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
Gino's going to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third down and 1.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Achane. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. In motion, Hill. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Tua going to give this to Wright. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
Here's Tua. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running right, here's Achane. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal.
Achane is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. In motion, Hill. Achane. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. They throw for it. On 4th and goal at the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, line security. Don't turn it over.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves them in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
After the run, Smith going to throw. He'll get this out to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, 36 yards. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And down to the 41.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Genty. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun, Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
Throwing Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Tua. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Tagovailoa. Trying to improvise. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Sanders' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Smith. That is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. The 20. They will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Sanders on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So now, after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go,
They'll start on the ground with Jinty. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
There we go, sit on. Finish him. Check 58.
Smith's going to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Smith. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
It's Genty. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. We'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
13 next.
First throw here in overtime for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Decision to be made on fourth and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But fourth and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. All right, what can Tua do now with his drive in OT? That one complete to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Achane. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. At this point now, a field goal would win it. They are in range. We'll see how they approach things on first down. A run now from Achane. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.